Hey everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge, here to review some Vegas Golden Knights action as we win 1-0 against the New York Islanders here in Las Vegas at T-Mobile Arena inside the Fortress. And inside the Fortress tonight, boys and girls, we had a very special guest in Tyson Fury. And so the boys on the ice figured, we're gonna honor this guy and battle it out a little bit. So Ryan Reaves and Ross Johnston just chatting shit all before puck drop. You knew it was going to happen. You knew they were going to fight. And puck drops, gloves go off, Reaves and Johnston go at each other. Not like that, because that would have been fucking embarrassing, but Revo gets in a couple of good punches, so does Johnston. And that really set up the match between the Knights and the Islanders in this game, where you figure it was going to be a very physical, very testy kind of game. And it was. It was. I mean, every single fucking possession between two teams felt like it was a fucking gruesome battle. And that first period felt like such a fucking like quick, visceral game. And you have the goaltenders on both sides just doing a fantastic job. And one incident in the first period that was of note, Anders. I watch Workaholics a lot, so pronunciation, generally speaking, is garbage for me. But here's what happens, man. Holden holds on Matt Barzal. Barzal falls over. Holden just holding on to his dear life when Andersley just comes over and just starts grabbing at him, doing shit, but nothing really comes of that. Nothing really comes of that in that first period, where, again, goaltenders were suppressing down the shots. They were fucking grabbing at it, not letting goals in. So both teams have to be feeling good after that first period. You had maybe a couple things you could have worked on. Puck possession, getting the puck out of the neutral zone and into the attack and getting some sort of shit going. But here we go. Riding into the second period, the Vegas Golden Knights had certainly generated a lot of shots, but Varlamov on the other side of Marc-Andre Fleury just being an absolute animal. And Semyon Varlamov in this game deserves a massive amount of credit for what he did. And what he did essentially was keep the Islanders in the game throughout 60 full fucking minutes. Well, until the empty net with about 2 minutes left in the third period. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Where we are is in the second period, where the fucking Vegas Golden Knights and the New York Islanders are just trading fucking penalties. Like assholes. You just gotta be thinking, oh man, these two teams really do not like each other. They do not like each other. And just based on how physical this game was, and on top of that, you have the speed and the great goaltending. It felt like a playoff game. It really felt like a playoff game. Of course, in the playoff game, you have to have some heartbreak. And that heartbreak came very late in the second period, where the Vegas Golden Knights net a goal. Riley Smith with about 34 seconds left on the clock. And man, Riley just initially missing off of a save from Varlamov and off of the rebound, tucking it right in. Jonathan Marchessault deserves an absolute shout out on this goal for the assist. And it's unfortunate because up to this point, again, Varlamov was unbelievable. He was absolutely immaculate. But Riley Smith getting such a late goal set up a momentum factor for the Vegas Golden Knights to play hard, get at the result, and stay aggressive on the offense in the third period. But what happens? Varlamov was a fucking wall in this game. And it's unfortunate that he conceded the goal, because honestly, at the end of the day, yeah, Marc-Andre Fleury does get the shutout, but Varlamov clearly had the better game. right? And that's all relative, boys and girls. Numbers and all this shit is all relative, but all I can say based on what I was watching throughout the 3 periods was Varlamov was a dominant factor into why this game was closer than it should have been, really. But when you realize the Vegas Golden Knights, with 5 minutes left in the 3rd period, were out shooting the New York Islanders 40-13, yeah, the Islanders weren't going to get anywhere today. They just weren't. And it's unfortunate because Varlamov was the one guy who fucking showed out. And yeah, credit to their defense too. But Varlamov was the man. He was the big dick dude swinging his shit around. And the rest of the team just kind of sat there like, we're going to figure shit out maybe. Like, that's doing a huge disservice to your goaltender. What the fuck are you guys doing? And with 2 minutes left, Varlamov goes to the bench. And, somewhere, somehow, I wish when the empty net happens, right? When Varlamov goes and then the guy gets a fucking massive clap and shout. Because, the Islanders just could not get anything going. They just couldn't. And with 5 seconds left, the clock is running down. Islanders have the puck, and the Vegas Golden Knights almost blew it with 5 seconds left. But thank God, thank the hockey gods, the luck was on our side today. And yes, boys and girls, the Vegas Golden Knights win 1-0 in regulation to pick up 2 full points, while the Islanders pick up nothing. And it's, again, unfortunate because when you see what Varlamov was doing throughout the entire game, when you're watching this game from the 1st to the 3rd period, you're thinking, this guy should be the fucking winner of this game, right? How is he not? That's kind of crazy. Because 42 saves on 43 shots, a .970 save percentage, is no scrub numbers. It's not. That shit is called being a fucking animal between the pipes. And he deserves, by he I mean Semyon Varlamov, deserves more than what was given to him today, which is 0 points and his team just flat out not showing up on the offensive side. And again, it's unfortunate because when you see a great goaltender performance like that, you want them to get some sort of recognition or some sort of palpable, meaningful thing to take away from the game. But he had nothing. He had absolutely nothing. And I look at Barry Trotz and I look at that Islanders team and think, you guys are good enough, but how are you just super wavy? That is ironic because I am a Vegas Golden Knights fan and we do also have that tendency. But on this night, boys and girls, the Islanders just did not and could not get it going. But as for the Vegas Golden Knights, man, oh man. Fleury with the fucking shutout. 19 saves on 19 shots. Not bad. And again, I say not bad because relative to Varlamov, yeah, Fleury did all right. He wasn't perfect. I mean, he was literally perfect, though, with the shutout. But he wasn't as dominant of a factor as Varlamov was. And to me, in this game, a massive credit has to go to this Vegas Golden Knights defense, taking massive steps in the last month, really, since Uncle Petey DePablo has showed up, and to suppress down the Islanders' offense to them scoring nothing and 13 shots with 5 minutes left. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. Just a very kind of win. But as much as I try to seem like I'm slating Marc-Andre Fleury, this was his 4th shutout of the season. 4th shutout of the season and his 60th shutout in his career. So an absolute shout out and congratulations to Marc-Andre Fleury. Donuts for everybody because of the shutout. So it's a good time. It's a good time for the Vegas Golden Knights. And they will get a day's rest and continue this homestand where they do have 3 more games before an inevitable road trip to Anaheim. But picking up 4 valuable points in 2 games. Hey, Uncle Petey DePablo is doing it, and he's doing it right. So hopefully the Vegas Golden Knights can keep this shit going. So that does it for me, boys and girls. Follow me at the Sky Lounge and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily contents. Go Knights, go. Now, fuck off.